On Friday at about 11:30 a.m., we made a decision to put together an operation with the guidance and help of HMS Protector to take some goods to help our brothers and sisters in the Bahamas. 3 days later, we have over 200 tons of goods, 100 tons of which are loaded on these boats, and about 100 tons that are still in our church hall. The people of Bermuda have risen to the highest of standards, have gone to our stores in Bermuda, have emptied their homes, their hearts, have raised money, and we're just so excited to see the love that the people of Bermuda have shown. I am proud to be a Bermudian today. I know in my heart that we can do anything, and this is an example of what we can do every day in our island home. I am thankful, I am grateful, and I am humbled to be a part of our community. I believe that going forward, we can do many more things in our community to help people in their times of need, both locally and abroad. On this occasion, I am honored to help Ms. Smith-Bean and the people on the island of the Bahamas. I would like to thank everyone who's involved for this effort, and we believe this is the start of something most excellent to help the people in the Bahamas.
So, thank you for your kind words. It's genuinely been inspiring to see the outpouring of help and aid that's been loaded on board my ship here in Bermuda. We sail tomorrow, and the spirit of this island in helping another island in similar conditions is just amazing. So we are genuinely humbled to have been part of this mission, and we look forward to sailing tomorrow on the high tide. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. The Disaster Risk Reduction and Mitigation team were coordinating the efforts, but all the volunteers at the Seventh-day Adventist Church Hall very quickly stood up and understood what they had to do to get all the goods sorted and palletized and weighed so it could come on board the ship. 2.5 days of receiving goods was quickly reduced down to 1.5 days because we were overwhelmed. We have as many goods left in the church hall as is loaded on the ship. So next week we have a logistical problem of how we're going to get the goods back to the Bahamas that's left here. We have options. They will all go to the Bahamas. We just have to work out how that's going to be done. And thank you, Bermuda, for responding.
Good evening. First of all, I would like to thank Pastor David Steed of the Seventh-day Adventist Church for opening his heart and allowing us to use the building to actually get this operation on the way. I would also like to thank the business community and the faith-based community for their outpour and how they told their members to come out and to pour into this initiative. There is a scripture that says that, if you give, it shall be given unto you. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Bermuda, you don't know what you've done for yourself. What has happened is you're sowed seed that in any time of trouble, you can actually reap off the fruit. Thank you again, Bermuda.
Good evening. I want to first thank the people of Bermuda for your outpouring of love for the country of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. We are so grateful for all of the support that you have given us over the past 48 hours. We would like to advise, as the minister indicated, that the ship is at capacity and we are ready to move tomorrow. And so, to assure all of Bermuda, every single item will be delivered to persons in need. We have a team of persons that are scheduled to arrive when the ships arrive in the Bahamas. They will be meeting the ship at the port, clearing the items and delivering them on the spot to the foundation that we are working with, and that's the Head Nose Foundation. Those items would then be transported to their headquarters and categorized and distributed accordingly. And many of the persons who are now evacuated from Abaco and Freeport will also receive items in New Providence. So I want to let you know that we are bubbling over with so much gratitude and so much respect for this island nation that has come at our aid at this time. And I want to thank the Premier. I would like to thank Minister Keynes, and I would like to thank Minister Birch and the disaster relief team who has rallied around us to make this a reality. Without them, this would not be possible. And I would like to also thank, again, all of the volunteers who have come out and supported us over the past 3 days. You guys are our heroes, our heroes. I also would like to thank the regiment who made sure that everything was in order and people came in and came out. I have to tell you, Bermuda, your populace, the people here came out and showed out. And I would like to continue to ask people to continue to support us financially. As the director, Mr. Kosh, indicated, we are still trying to get another 100 tons to the Bahamas because it is needed. These are people who have nothing. 70,000 persons displaced. So we have a lot of mouths to feed. But I know together and with God's help, we can do it, and it will be amazing and a blessing for this nation. Thank you so much.
Are there any questions?
Just on the first 100 tons going tomorrow morning. Further 100 tons is still to be determined.
Estimated. We still have estimated 100 tons in the church.
And it's still to be determined when and how that's going to
That is correct. That is correct.
Update likely in the next couple of days on that?
We will try to work it out. By midweek, we should have an update. And again, I would like to just thank the volunteers as well. Men, women, everyone from every walk of life was in that center. And we'd just like to say thank you to everyone.
I can say that the conditions on the ground are not in a good state at all. Abaco, as you can see from the pictures, and many of you have seen over many news stations, that their central Abaco is obliterated. There are a lot of people who are still in Abaco who are stranded, but then there are people who are choosing not to leave those disaster sites because they do not have places to go. And so we wanted to ensure that what we send were things that were going to be viable for persons to create shelter for themselves where they are. And so we have to support people where they are. And right now, many persons have nothing. And so there has been some reports of certain misbehavior, but I will say that people do what they have to do at desperate times. We never know if you were in that situation what you would do. And so I just implore people to continue to pray for persons' strength and to continue to pray that we are able to, or the government is able to address the issues and all persons will be covered. But we are trying to do our part to ensure the items that we send are getting to the persons who really need them, those who are still outside sleeping under nothing.